Hey there, welcome to my channel, The Travel Man. This is your host, Asim Partwaj, and this is one of the first solo podcasts that is being run on trial basis through my channel. And today, in this podcast episode, we are going to talk about South Korea visa. All right. Now, I would like to cover some topics other than visa requirements if you wish to travel to South Korea in 2023. A lot of people ask about the success rate, and totally that depends upon your application. The consulate or your agent will not disclose visa success rate, but we can only get to know based on people's experience who applied for it. All right, before I begin further, don't forget to like this podcast episode and subscribe to my channel for more travel content through this channel, The Travel Man. You can always head over to my site to find the visa requirements or see a video in Hindi on my channel. Link in the description for both the things. As of now, today we will cover visa application form, travel history, financial proofs, bank statement, qualification, air tickets and flight reservations, and lastly, an important thing, the cover letter. Firstly, before I begin, I would like to stress upon the legitimacy and genuineness of your visa application. So please ensure all the documents that you are submitting are valid and genuine in nature. So let's begin with the first point of discussion, and that is your visa application form. Firstly, fill the visa application properly. There shouldn't be any mistakes while filling out the form. See your passport and start filling up the details accordingly. Your purpose of travel must be very clear, whether you are going for tourism or business or some other kind of visit visas. You cannot apply without evidence or justification. You have to have a justification. We are talking specifically about tourist visas or short-term visitors in this podcast today. So your travel history is very important, and that proves that you traveled extensively, indicating that you spend a good amount of money on your self-sponsored trips and you returned to your home country after your short-term visit. In other words, one has the capability to cover the expenses and is not traveling to South Korea for other motives. For instance, finding a job using the tourist visa. The South Korea embassy reportedly had taken stringent action against the ones who forged documents and traveled to work on a tourist visa. Therefore, travel history can make your profile stronger to gain the confidence of the officials in your application. I would like to share an idea, and I believe that can help you to some extent. Since we are talking about the travel history, I would advise you to take the Xerox or photocopies of your visas, immigration stamps for the countries you traveled to before. This can make a big impact. However, this is not mentioned anywhere, or not even the embassy has asked for it, but rather this is my personal suggestion. So whether someone asks you about the same or not, you simply submit the photocopies with your visa application. Now let's talk about the ITR. It is important to understand that the annual ITR that you're filing must not less than 8 to 10 lakhs in INR. Is it possible for you? If so, go with the application and apply for the visa. I am talking based on the current scenario and the way they are rejecting people's application. Keep that in mind. So in South Korea visa application form, you must have seen the proof of funds section, where you are required to show the estimated travel cost of your trip for the number of days you plan to stay in the country. Now, I would suggest that you specify a minimum of 2000 US dollars irrespective of your travel dates. This is the estimated value of your trip. Now, if you are doing so and specifying 2000 USD as an estimated value, then you must have over 2000 USD or 3 times in your bank account, whether you spend the whole amount or not. The whole idea is that we want to show them better financial conditions. So if you're showing 2k USD, then your account must have 6000 US dollars, and that would come nearly to 4 to 5 lakhs. All right. If you're filing an ITR of 8 to 10 lakhs, then it is hard to believe that you are not maintaining the bank balance of 4 to 5 lakhs, or say 6000 US dollars. And that is the minimum balance that I'm talking about. And this is a good way to plan your trip. So in case I want to travel to South Korea, I would rather plan my trip for the next year, even if I have got the idea today. What I would do instead is that today or in a few days, I'll add 4 to 5 lakhs in my account, whether it is my salary or current account. How do you arrange the money? It's up to you. Now, I will not let this balance of 4 and 5 lakhs get reduced for the next 6 months. If you receive your income into that account, that is fine since we would be submitting the financial proofs. Therefore, in addition to the bank statement, I would also attach my income proofs Form 16 and TDS. Whether the consulate has specified the requirements of such documents or not, I would just add them. Additionally, if you have fixed deposits, that is also good financial proof, but should not rule out liquid funds in your bank account. Liquid money must be there apart from FDs. Do not add any funds at the last moment when you are about to apply for the visa application. Rejection is evident in that case. Then, if you are married and one of the partners is traveling to South Korea, it is advised that you must have a good amount at your disposal of your partner. That being said, with that money, you can complete your trip and secure your family back home. I hope this is clear now. You can see how important it is to have sufficient funds in your account with some consistency if you're traveling alone. You can also show the proof of funds of your partner so that your application does not remain questionable at any stage. If you are a graduate, then that is good. You should apply for a South Korea visa. I'm not saying whether non-grads cannot apply. They can also apply, but specify the correct qualification in the visa application form. Please also ensure that you book dummy tickets and confirm if the flight PNR of the dummy ticket is reflected on the airline site to confirm, because they are looking for the confirmed flights booking but actually not the paid one. I would not advise you to buy tickets when there is too much of uncertainty in the case of South Korea tourist visa. Same goes for the hotel bookings. Use any third-party site and choose the pay later option or just a confirmed voucher from the hotel property that you usually get when you book hotels. Another suggestion from my end. It is good to have a cover letter and specify all the details of your documents, itinerary and where you work, your designation, your estimated travel cost of the trip, and all the rest of it. Cover letter can help you to expedite your visa application since it summarizes your application very well. This can help the officials to know what to expect from your application and quickly scan through the documents. Whether your agent or consulate ask for it or not, you must write a cover letter. Download the cover letter from my site, thewanderingman.in, and make the changes by yourself in the template. Another important tip, but it is up to you if you follow it or not. Try to book any cultural events, concerts, exhibitions that represent Korean culture, showing that you love Korean culture. This is an important tip and trick to certainly in your case. That's all in this podcast. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If so, then subscribe to this channel and like this podcast session. I see you once again. Goodbye and take very, very good care of yourself. See you.